I am so excited that you are here. This week, I'm going live every single day from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, to really give you powerful tools to change your life. And I just wanted context before we dive in. I know there's a lot happening in the world right now, and I want this to be a safe space for you to really feel regulated in your nervous system, to feel nourished, because one of the ways that we make a difference in the world is by starting with ourselves, by really doing our own work first. And we can also show up in the world from that place and be even more powerful in the change that we create. So I am glad that you are here. And just to give you context, today we're going to dive into making sure that you have a powerful training on how do you create change at the root. You don't need to push harder. This is about a more graceful way to create change. And so we're going to give you a tool to actually have a breakthrough live on this call. I'm going to walk you through a transformational group exercise, and then I'm going to bring somebody up to coach you live so that I don't just tell you, but I also show you. I'm all about change from the inside out, doing both the inner and the outer work. And so I'm so happy that you're here too. Welcome to all of you. And so whether you're wanting to apply this work to a specific goal, or you're looking to really amplify your impact in the world, know that all of the tools that I share, you can work with any topic that's alive and true for you, so you actually change your life in these 5 days. That is my intention. That is what I'm going to bring to truly serve and support you. And so to orient, this has really been designed for you, whether you love personal development work, maybe you want to live with more purpose and fulfillment, or you are somebody who is flirting with the idea of becoming a coach and you don't know where to get started, so here you are. Or maybe you are somebody who is an experienced coach and you're wanting to really go to your next level, maybe back higher fees with real value. But you want to feel confident that you are delivering on the fees that you're charging, so that you know that you're deeply and profoundly changing your clients' lives, but you're leading with yourself first. Or if you are a leader and you want to more consciously lead your teams or your family, this is for you. And I'm so happy that you're here. I'm going to bring it over these 5 days. Welcome to everybody that's coming in. So today specifically, we're going to talk about how you can create change without needing to push harder. You do not need more willpower. You do not need more motivation. You just want to get out of your own way. And so before we dive into this specific training on how to create change that's more graceful and easier and sustainable, I just want to orient you to our 5 days so you get the most out of this. So that way you're really set up to really thrive and again, change your life in these 5 days. So this is only available for a limited time, where it is free. This is a bootcamp that's free. It's only available for a limited time. And so what it looks like for you to really take advantage of this is to show up live. I promise you, you will get so much more out of it. Plus, when you're live, and I'm going to gamify it so that you actually change your life in these 5 days and motivate you in that way, you're going to be able to win the daily prizes. Today, we have a winner who won a daily prize of a one-to-one session with me. I'm giving away 3 more. Those of you who are live right now and stay to the end, you're going to qualify to win a one-to-one session with me tomorrow, and it'll be a somatic tool. So I'm going to bring it and play with you around this so that you actually see results in your life. And whether you're a coach, again, and you want to feel more confident about your work, or you don't know how to help create real results for your clients, maybe you feel overwhelmed and you don't know how to create consistent clients in your business, this will support you in doing that. Or if you don't have an income or a client goal, you can apply, again, any area or topic. Every single day I'll be using the tools, but you can apply and change any of the topics with what's actually true and alive for you, so that you can create the results that you're wanting in your life. And so we're going to dive into, sounds fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. So we're going to get started in just one moment. Just to orient you, we have 4 stages of coaching. So if you are somebody who's interested, stage 1 is somebody that hasn't started yet. Maybe you're looking into it. Stage 2 is somebody that has started, but you only have a few clients that you've ever worked with. Stage 3 is somebody who has somewhat confident. Maybe you're doing 5 figures total, but it's just not consistent. And stage 4 is somebody that is rocking it. They're really consistently doing 6 figures, feeling so good about the work that they're doing in the world. And I want you to know, if you're here, you will move to your next stage wherever you're at. So maybe you're at stage 1, 2, even 3. I can guarantee if you show up every day present, courageously doing the things that I'm sharing with you, you can create a client in these 5 days. I've had somebody create a 6-figure corporate client in these 5 days. That was last year. 2 years ago, somebody else created a $10,000 client. I know what's possible when you show up for this, and it runs so much deeper than money. This is about really feeling empowered to know how to create the change that you're wanting in your life and in the world. And we're going to use business at some points as an example, but again, you can replace it with anything that's alive and true for you. And so when you show up for this, you're going to be able to move to the next stage, feel even more confident about how you serve in the world and the freedom that you live into. And I know that it will usually take more than 5 hours, which we have an hour a day, to get there. And so I've coached thousands of people to move into stage 4, where you're actually embodying the change that you're wanting to support your clients with. And so I'm going to share with you over these 5 days the power of my methodology so you can start feeling like you can do this for yourself as well. And I'll let you know how you can get even more support if you would like that. And this is complimentary. This is all for you. And so if you're doing this for your own personal development, again, I'm going to give you tools to change your life, and then you can apply them to really step into creating whatever you want to see in the world. I'm here to support you. And so anytime we do this work in the world, we start with ourselves. We can only take people as deep as we've gone. And so this is for you to be real with yourself, to be vulnerable, to really get the results that you want. We're going to apply it to you. That way, you know, you can deeply and confidently support your clients in creating the change that they want, or your people that you work with as well, your family, your kids. You can apply this, but inside and then out. And that way, yeah, it just feels more embodied. It feels more authentic. You can spot things that you couldn't have seen before. And so I love that you're showing up for yourself. I love that you are here. And I really want to call you forward, not just to be here, but to really be here and get the most from this. And so what that looks like, I'm going to open the door, but you walking through it is your responsibility. And that looks like showing up on time with the tool for the day ready to go. And it also looks like engaging in the chat. I see you guys. I'm loving the engagement. I love that you're here. We have over 1,000 people here, and you're showing up for yourself. Being fully present. Here's what happens. The ego gets scared of the unknown, so it projects fear into it. So it may try to distract you. You might want to watch this live on desktop and don't have anything else there, or just fully show up for this so that you can recreate patterns and ways of being. Think of this like a mindset gym, a ninja training to support you in actually staying focused so that you can really receive the most from this, that you give yourself that gift. And it will change your life in that way. And that's what I want for you. And every single year, people are so grateful and surprised about how much value I offer in this boot camp. And it's free. I want to make this work more accessible and free. And that's because part of my deeper mission is to help alleviate suffering on the planet and to help people wake up to their inherent worth and value, which we'll talk about in this bootcamp. Because if you want to change your life or help others change their life, you got to work on the level of worth and identity. And when you do that, it changes your entire life. And I want that for you first, and then you can be of service to more people doing this work. And so I want to make this work more accessible and free. And so I'm making it available for free for a limited time, because I don't want you to postpone thinking I can watch it later, and then not actually prioritize yourself and your dreams. And so I am wanting to make sure that you take advantage of it. So show up live, show up ready to go. You've got the tool, and make sure that you are vulnerable and honest with yourself so that you can get the most out of it. For those of you who bought lifetime access, you have lifetime access. And I know you don't need to buy a lifetime access, but I know we're going to get a lot of emails. So I'll just let you know. If you do want to get the VIP upgrade, you just comment VIP here, and we will DM you the information. You can upgrade for $27, which gives you lifetime access, a coaching call with me, a group coaching call, and some other really beautiful bonuses, but it's not needed. It's just for some of you who would like that. And so you can comment VIP if you would like that. But over these 5 days, I am going to take you deep, and I'm going to take you high. So I'm going to give you live coaching. I'm going to demonstrate the work. I'm also going to give you training so you can learn it, you can feel it in your body, so you actually create a change in your life. And I'm going to take you through transformational group exercises. So every day you leave with a breakthrough. I want this for you. And again, I'm going to gamify it because that is the way that I know you're going to show up for it and get the most out of this. And the way that I'm going to do that, you have to show up live every day to qualify for the daily prize. And today's daily prize is to get a coaching session with me tomorrow. And I'll share more about how to win that at the end. And so that's all the orientation. Now I'm ready to dive in. You guys ready? All right, beautiful. So we're going to talk about how do you create change at the root in a way that's more sustainable, it's more graceful. My methodology is about going to the root. So let's just take an example. I want to ground this a little bit. So let's say that you have a client. Let's just say somebody comes to work with me or one of my coaches, and they say they want to actually get a raise. They want to take greater leadership at their work. I'm not just going to coach them on the surface level to script and know how to talk and negotiate a better raise, because that won't actually serve them in the deepest way. I'm going to go to the root to support them in feeling more confident and going for what it is that they want in their life. Because yes, that will support them with their one goal of making more money, but also taking greater leadership now and later because they feel more confident. Again, it's about identity work. As they feel that, they're going to have that and that skill empowered for the rest of their career. But then it's not just going to change their life in their career. It's also going to support them in not putting up with toxic dynamics in relationship. It's also going to support them in having an overall better quality of life. And so my work is about inside and outside so that you can create sustainable change. That's my methodology. And you're going to be able to experience the power of that yourself throughout this bootcamp when you apply these tools. And so again, we're going to go to the root of whatever the perceived problem is so that you can create the change that you're wanting, not by pushing harder, but by getting out of your own way. And I'll give you the contrast. If you don't go to the root, let's take weight loss, for example. People are yo-yo dieting because they have not addressed the mental and emotional blocks that have perpetuated the behavior. And so as you really do the deeper work, you're going to be able to break free of these unconscious set points. And we all have unconscious set points, and they show up in different areas of our life. It shows up with money is great because it's practical. You can see a number. Weight is another one. It's practical. You can see a number, but also with things like happiness. We have these unconscious set points, and sometimes it's kind of like that refrigerator hum where you don't know that it's there until it's gone, and you feel a lot lighter. You didn't even feel the weight of it until it was gone. And that's what my hope is, that you start to experience that here, but you also can experience it in all areas of your life. And so just for your own orientation, anytime you're trying to create change in your life and it's not working, you want to go deeper. You want to have the right tools to go under the hood and break free of the subconscious limitations that have been holding you back. And again, this work that I do can be applied to any area of your life, and it works with any niche. So I'll probably focus on money a bit because people have a lot of unconscious stories around money. And I think that can serve a lot of people. So we are good stewards with it. But anytime you're doing this work with people, you want to really develop your range, even for yourself. If you're just doing this for your own personal development, you want to be able to meet yourself and others in the ways that they need to be met. So some people need it direct. They need more fire. Other people need it more compassionate. They need it soft. Some people need emotional mastery work because they are really, or let's just say they're stuck in their emotions. Then learning about mindset work would really help them. What was the thought that created the emotion? So that they're not just doing emotional mastery work all the time. They're getting to the root, which is in the mind. Other people love somatic work. I know somatic work is a huge buzzword. I'm gonna give you somatic tools every single day of this boot camp. And I got licensed as a somatic psychotherapist. It's beautiful work, but it's important for you to know who to use it with and when. You want to be trauma informed as well. So people that are really stuck in their minds, it's very helpful for. It's like this back door in. You don't need to know the story to integrate the energy. And there are people that have big T trauma. And you absolutely, as a coach, at least, do not want to be using somatic work with people that have big T trauma. It is your professional responsibility to be trauma informed so you don't do any harm. And so I'll speak to some of this throughout the boot camp so you're more aware. But over these 5 days, I'm going to weave in all of these different levels that I work with people so that you start to get the power of not just being a one trick pony and knowing one way to work with somebody or one way to work with yourself. You're going to evolve and grow as you grow and evolve in your life. And so you want to be able to feel more well-rounded. And my methodology is about 5 levels of change, which I will share with you in a moment. But we're at the point at the end of the first month of the year where people already have most of the time unfortunately failed on their New Year's resolutions. Why is that? And that's because we say we want to, whatever our New Year's resolution is, we want to grow our business, but we're scared of being seen or judged, aka. We want to fall in love, but we're scared of being hurt. And so we've got these competing intentions. One foot is on the gas, and that's the conscious mind that says, I want to go for this. That's writing the New Year's resolutions or your goals. That's only 5% of your power. The other 95% is your subconscious, which is responsible for behavior change. And so a lot of people are saying, push harder, more willpower, but that actually leads to burnout and it's not sustainable. And you don't want that. And so rather than trying to push more on the 5%, it's just way smarter to take the 95% and remove the subconscious block and the brakes that are holding you back so you're not at war inside of yourself. And that's what we're going to dive into today so that you can actually propel more easily by getting out of your own way and getting into alignment with what's true and alive for you. And so I'm so glad that you are here. We're going to help you reprogram your limitations. And I'll ground this with a story so you can just start to see it. So I love this story because it's so specific and clear. And you can see how it applies in your own life. So I had a woman that came to see me and her goal was to make over $250,000. She had hired a bunch of coaches and things were not working for her. She told me that she had hired more team. It wasn't working. She doubled her ad spend. It wasn't working. She kept hitting up against this upper limit of 250,000 as a profit. She was working harder. She was trying all the things. And so when she came to see me, and because I knew that my work is different than a lot of people, but I knew that it wasn't about pushing harder. It wasn't about the goal line, and we had to go under the hood. So I said, what do you fear would happen if you make more than $250,000? And she started laughing at me. She's like, Alyssa, don't play me. I have no fear of making more money. And I said, okay, humor me because you've tried other people, right? And you're here. So what have you got to lose? I said, get mindful. I'm not asking your conscious mind. Just listen inside and just slow down. I want you to really listen. And when I ask this question, if I make more than $250,000, I fear. And then tears started streaming down her face. She had realized she had an image in her mind. When her mom got a raise, her parents got a divorce. So she had unconsciously associated making more money with not having a strong marriage. And so, of course, she was hitting up against an upper limit. It was just trying to protect her to be safe so that she had both a strong marriage and a successful career. There's nothing wrong with these things. And when we see them, it's a lot easier to create the change. And so I did work with her to really get on a deep way, not the conscious, but a deep way. Her parents' path was not her path. And we identified what was success in business and in her marriage, clearly and grounded. And she was able to move forward with both and maintain profiting over $250,000. And so that doesn't have to be hard. It's not about pushing. It's about getting out of our own way. And so I want you to really get that you have your own wisdom and answers. You just need the right questions to elicit that. And that's what we're going to do here today. And so again, my methodology, I want you to have not just a conceptual understanding of these tools and these ways of being, but I want you to embody it consciously in your own life. To me, a real healing is a change of behavior. That's part of why I moved from psychotherapy into coaching, to really ground new ways of being. And inside my ICF accredited coach certification program, I teach the mastery method, which is about how to create change in an integrative way, 5 levels of change. So it's not just about knowing, I love somatic work, but it's not just about knowing somatic work. That's not good for everyone. And today we're going to talk about unconscious reprogramming. So every day this week, I'll give you a new angle that I really specialize my methodology so that you can feel the power of it. So unconscious we'll do today. Behavioral is another. We'll do that day 3 so that you understand where do I find clients today for free? How do I sell in a way that feels good and converts? So that's behavioral. And somatic, I'm going to also bring in somatic every day, day 3 around as somatic tool for you to really embody confidence, emotional mastery, mindset work, and unconscious. So all 5, so that you can really get, you're not a one-trick pony, you're integrated. You're really helping people go to the root, make it more graceful, and actually feel empowered, starting with yourself. This is cutting edge work. All of them are helpful, but they have different times and places to work with them. So I want you to be empowered around that. And so why don't you go ahead and take out the tool for today that was emailed to you? If you have not opted in yet, you can still opt in for free. Just comment Bootcamp here on the live or the replay. It will send you a link to join us. You'll get the tool. And then when I go through this, why don't you answer your questions live in the chat so we can play along together, and I'll read some of these out loud. And so I'll also open it up for coaching if we have time at the end. So the first question, I want you to really clarify, what is a goal or a vision that you have been trying to step into, but you've not able to reach the results that you're wanting yet? So what is it that you want most in your life? It could be your coaching career. It could be anything that's alive and true for you. What is a goal that you have? Type it in the chat. Again, so maybe it's like, I want to make, and we can use money as a grounded one because I think it would serve a lot of people. Maybe you want to make $150,000, and then how do you want to feel? And I want to feel easeful doing it. So the what and the how, and go ahead and type it in the chat. This is the foot on the gas. This is the 5%. And we want to clarify that, but we don't want to just hang out there. Majority of the work is going to go deeper. So I want to attract my first client. Great. And let's use this boot camp for you to be able to do that. I want to start coaching. And what does starting coaching mean? Be specific, because the ego likes to be vague. It's like, I'm not there yet. But if you say start coaching means 1 to 3 clients, I like good, better, best goals. I want to create $10,000 or $100,000 consistently with alignment. My health coaching, showing up consistently. Great. Financial freedom. What does financial freedom mean for you? Lock it in, be specific and clear. Okay, so that's the first one. Number 1, what is it that you really want? Claim it. I know for many years I was like, I was very vague, and then the universe and life really matched my vagueness with the results that I was getting. When I started getting really specific and claiming what I wanted, giving myself permission. I think some people don't claim what they want because they think, if I want it and I don't get it, I'll be disappointed. But actually, you claiming it doesn't hurt you. Your attachment to thinking you need it is what hurts. So getting clear doesn't hurt, the attachment hurts. Okay. Great. So you've claimed it. Number 2, I want you to slow down. This is where you can really use the power of your listening deeply inside. I want you to get mindful and ask yourself, what is one fear I have of having this goal? If I got this goal, I fear, and then just listen inside. What comes up? If I make $150,000 a year, I fear I'll be more responsible. I'll have to work harder. It'll take me away from my kids. Listen inside. This is the foot on the brakes. What is this for you? And you have to want it more than you fear it. That's why we're taking the foot off the brakes so that you excel more easily. What is it for you? If I got the goal, if I made over $150,000, I fear I have to work harder. I know there's a little delay here, so it's coming in. I fear abandonment. I fear rejection. The fear of being seen is the fear of being rejected. And as you work that at the root, it shows up in sales, and it shows up in dating as well. So that's, again, it works in one area of your life, and then it reflects in all other areas. That I wouldn't be qualified enough to support them. And then go a little bit deeper. And if you're not qualified, then you would feel what? What is the feeling you're trying to avoid? Oftentimes, when we stay in our mind thinking about a strategy or about something, it's a way that we're just trying to subtly avoid feeling. And you can stretch the capacity to be with the range of your experience and your emotions and actually find freedom in all of it. I fear I won't have any more purpose. Beautiful. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for sharing. I feel that I'll be out of control. I fear losing love and connection. That's right. Yeah, sometimes people will say, if I make X amount of money, then I'll be making more than my partner, or I'll be making more than my parents, and I don't feel like I'll fit in. So these things can run deep, and we just want to listen. Again, you have your own answers. So number 3, I want you to identify, what does your fear want for you? How is it trying to serve you? And another way to ask this is, what do I fear would happen if I stopped believing this fear? What do I fear would happen if I stopped believing this fear? So, oh, I can see that fear wants to make sure that I'm enjoying my life, that I'm not burning out and pushing myself harder. Fear wants to make sure I am being present with my kids because that's important to me. It's not just about making money. So identify there's wisdom in all of it. And when we're not judging it, we can reveal the wisdom inside of it. So how is this fear trying to keep you safe? It's innocent, right? And so we thank it rather than judge it. And ironically, that's when we take dominion over it. We can extract the wisdom in it and upgrade our pattern, our programming, our behavior. And so I fear that the other priorities would get a back seat. Good. I fear of not being, these are coming in fast. I fear being on a hamster wheel. Good. So then what is that? What is it really wanting for you? Take the fear and find out, what is it wanting for you? Oh, it wants me to be peaceful. It wants me to be present. It wants me to enjoy my life. It wants me to be safe. Oftentimes it will root back to safety. And so we're just becoming, by not judging it, we're becoming more aware and conscious so that we can shift it inside of us. I fear that I won't be, the fear says sorry, these are coming in quick. The fear is protecting me from being hurt again. That's right. That's very common. And so now can you see that the fear was just trying to serve you, and you can thank the fear? It's maybe not the most intelligent way, because oftentimes it will say, like, play small, as if small really kept us safe. And so all we're going to do is we're going to thank the fear. We're going to honor the intention within it. And that's where we're moving into question number 4. Now identify what is the goal and the quality that the fear wants for you. So safety. So for example, how can I make $150,000 while enjoying my life, while being present in my life, or while being safe? So here's the thing, the mind's not that intelligent. You ask it a question and it will find all the evidence for how if you tell it one thing, it'll find all the evidence for how that's true. But you can flip it to the exact opposite and the mind will find all the evidence for how the opposite is true. So we want to use the mind and not let the mind use us. We ask more intelligent questions. And so I want to encourage you to ask the question, how can I have the goal and what the fear wants for me? How can I make this money or step into this dream or whatever the thing is that you're wanting, while also having the deeper feeling, the deeper quality that your fear was wanting for you? So the fear is protecting me from not feeling, good enough. So how can I step into this dream, just making it up, of making $100,000 while feeling whole? And then as you start asking higher questions that actually serve you, your mind will think of insights now. It may even think of insights later if you're in the shower and you're like, oh, an idea. I can start looking at hiring a coach to help unravel the misunderstanding that I need to, I'm responsible for my client's success, and that would have had me lead to burnout. And that's what it was trying to protect me, because I was successful last time, but I burn out. I don't want to do it the same way anymore. I hear that a lot. Maybe you're like, I'm going to look at how other people do it in a way that feels good for me, so that I can see that there's another way to hit my goals. It's not just a one size fits all. I can see that it's possible. So I want you to see there are people being successful in the ways that you want to. Find evidence that tells your subconscious that it's possible for you too. And we will do that here in these 5 days together as well. I can step into this by feeling needed, fear of outgrowing people I love. Yeah. So then how can you step into your goal while feeling connected? Because the fear is outgrowing, but the real desire is connection. So how can you have the desire, the inner and the outer desire? So how can I have the goal and what the fear wants for you? Again, find specific evidence, and then you will start seeing examples for how you can actually step into this. It's powerful. Use your mind or it will use you. So you're asking more intelligent questions. And so what is it what's the goal, and how can I plan to be part of Montreal part-time until, okay, good. You guys are being specific and grounded. How can I settle in a dream and feel supported? Okay, this, yes. All right. So fear of being judged, then what you really want is acceptance. So how do I step into my goal while being accepted? And the acceptance starts with you. And we can talk about the fear of being seen. I did a live yesterday about this. I'm happy to, if we have more time, I'm happy to open it up and coach you. I will have that on different days throughout this boot camp. We'll give you time. So let's do the last one. So now you've had an insight. What is it really about? We're going to remove what's blocking you. I want it, but I'm scared of it. We're starting to remove it. So now let's ground it with action. I'm a coach, right? So, and again, a real healing is a change of behavior. So what are you going to do differently about because of this? What is one grounded action step that you can take towards your goal, your dream, while you feel internally the thing that you wanted the goal to give you now? This is part of what I teach in my certification program, where you're not a victim to the goal, you're insourcing it here and now. So if I want to feel safe, maybe I offer my self-safety, or I connect with somebody in my life that I feel safe with, and I ask them to hold space for me while I presence the fear. You can co-regulate as well. So what is an action? And if your goal, if you're using this bootcamp to create a client, what is one step you can do to create a client, to move that goal forward? But if you're not using it that way, then use whatever your goal is. Ground the insight into action. A real healing is a change of behavior. So what you could do is maybe you go on IG stories and you give away 3 breakthrough sessions. These are 3 complimentary sessions with you, so that you're doing good in the world, but you're also sharing what you're up to. People taste the experience of it rather than selling a concept. And I always recommend doing the inner and outer. And so maybe you insource safety while you take action and you go live, or you invite somebody to work with you, or you share, you do the book proposal, whatever the thing is that's alive for you, you take action on again. So number 4 question is, how do you have the goal and what the fear wants for you? Number 5 is, what is one action step that you can take to ground this? And if you do want to create a client, what can you do? What's the next most intelligent step you can take towards creating a client? And somebody said, put myself out there. I love the intention. You never put yourself out there, you put your services out there. You know, who you are and what you do is separate. It'll just make growing your business a lot easier knowing that. Okay. So, and I'll open it up for you guys, but test it. I'll open it up for questions in a moment. I do want to take somebody up to do a demo right now, so I can show you, maybe even going deeper into what we just did, so you can see the power of it. And see what happens in these 5 days when you're doing your inner work and you're taking aligned and courageous action towards your dreams. I promise you, this can change your life if you allow it to. And so type some of the insights you've had so far here. And I'm going to kind of get our person up in just a moment. So what is it that, what was the insight that you had? And so before I bring our winner up, we already had a winner, and I'm going to choose from those that are 14 plus 100 that are here now live. I'm going to choose somebody to go live with tomorrow to do a somatic tool with. So I want you, so tomorrow's about somatic tools to accelerate your manifestation, so you embody and you magnetize things to you. It's not just working harder. It's about energy and strategy. That's how you develop your full potential. It's both. And so we had a client also that created last year a $10,000 client from tomorrow's training. And so you want to show up every day live to take advantage of this immersion. So 10 a.m. Pacific on Instagram. These are powerful tools, and you can apply them to anything that's alive and true in your heart, any goal that you have. It'll also be super high vibe and fun. We go deep, and again, we go the full range, we go high. So just to give you context, day 3 is not on Instagram, it's on Zoom. It's 90 minutes because I am bringing so much value to you. I'm going to give you a process to help you embody confidence. It's a somatic process to embody confidence, give you strategies to know where to create clients today for free, and how do you do heart-centered sales so you actually know how to feel good about the work you're doing and have consistent income sharing your gifts. And you do have to be live on day 3 and stay to the coaching at the end to get my 15 ways to create a client checklist. So that's there and available for everybody, but you do need to show up live. If you email us, we will not be sending it. So do show up live. Okay, let's bring up Chantel to have her. So let's welcome her for just being willing to be courageous and vulnerable. She's coming up right now. Yay, it worked. Yay.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for just showing up for yourself and for us as a community. It's really beautiful to get this time with you and be able to support. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so excited to do this.
Yay. Yeah. And talk to us about a goal that you have been trying to achieve, something that you've been trying to step into, but haven't had the results that you're wanting to yet? What would that be?
Yeah, I would say like I'm step 2 in my business.
Yeah,
And for me, it's just about building a thriving business. So this year is all about really scaling. And I would love to have a $100,000 year and like just to create that freedom for myself.
totally. And give her some love if you can relate, because I know there's a lot of people who want that same goal. So thank you for being willing also to name it specifically. I think it's helpful because sometimes we don't want to claim that, and it's really, I want to honor you for your willingness to get specific and clear. So let's just take a moment to just close your eyes, and everybody watching, if you can relate with Chantel, I'm going to coach you through Chantel as well, and you can let me, guide you through this. So when you just tune in, you just drop in a little bit deeper into your body and you just feel into, if I made $100,000, I fear,
Mm.
and just really listening. It's like one fear I have if I make $100,000 is
I don't know, abandonment just came up.
abandonment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Where do you feel that in your body?
my chest.
Uh-huh. So just be with that energy in your chest for a moment, that abandonment. And just notice, is this new or familiar, this feeling?
I would say it's new.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And so just being with that sensation, see in your chest, see if it's okay if this energy allows us to get curious with it. Just tune in. Is it okay that we're here?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's just see if there's any images that arise as you breathe into and you're just presencing this abandonment that came up. It may or may not, but we're just going to see. Maybe there was a earlier time that you felt abandoned. We're just bringing curiosity,
Yeah.
trusting. Mhm,
I
mhm.
don't know. I just had like an image of my mom. She's always working
Yeah,
and, she was helping and providing for the family, but I just felt as though she never had time for me. And I felt like work was always more important for her than spending time with me. And I think that's where the abandonment is coming up.
yeah, yeah. And that makes a lot of sense, Chantel, that this would come up as you're wanting to step into creating six figures in your work. And
Mm.
that abandonment could show up as self-abandonment. I don't know, if are you a mom or do you want to be a mom?
I'd like to be a mom. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so glad we're working with this now so that that doesn't get projected in with your kids. So you're feeling like you have to choose.
Yeah.
So just getting curious, notice how old that one is that felt abandoned, that felt like your mom chose work, that it was more important than her.
Yeah. Um,
And it's really okay if there's some tenderness here. It's really safe to feel that. It's
when I
okay.
was like 8, yeah, like around the ages of like, I don't know, like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if we could just tune into that 6 to 8-year-old and just to give her space to feel seen, to feel supported and
Mm-hmm.
heard. It's really, really, your vulnerability is such a gift to us and is fully welcome here. And if you could just give her the mic for a moment, if she wants to say how she felt, as if she were talking to her mom directly, what would she want to say to her mom?
Um, that I felt alone and
Yeah.
not supported. Yeah.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention this. We'll speak it from first person, present tense. So it's like I feel alone. I don't feel supported.
I feel alone. I don't feel supported.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really okay to let yourself feel that just for a moment, Chantel, that
Yeah.
it gets to be here. I know the laughter comes as like a protection, and that is welcome too. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I know this is courageous, you being here, being witnessed in this way. And I just want you to know that you have full permission at any point, you know, we are here for you in celebration. There's so much love for you. And so as you really tune into her, just see if there's any words that she wanted to share with her mom. I feel like you choose work over me. I don't feel important.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like loved or seen.
I don't feel loved or seen.
Yeah. Mm. I just felt like she didn't like understand me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what are you feeling in this moment?
Mm.
I feel
Like I feel a little sad thinking about it.
yeah.
But like, yeah. Like I know it was okay. It was just her way of trying to support the
And
family.
yeah, and that's like the adult
Yeah.
version that is, you know, but we're just with your 6-year-old,
Yeah.
the one that just feels sad. And I know many of us try to use tools to heal that away or to think it in our adult self. And all we're doing for this moment is being present with your 6-year-old who was maybe confused or sad. Because what if we just be with her for a little bit and that was all she was looking for? I don't know. We'll see. But is it
Mhm.
okay right now to allow yourself to feel sad? Just to notice where it is in your body. Is it still in your chest?
Like kind of went down to my stomach a bit.
Yeah, that's core. This is good. That's good movement. It's really beautiful work. So just for a moment, are you willing to just let yourself feel that sadness? Just for it as
Yeah.
an experiment. Yeah. And what happens? And there may be some words that she wants to speak, or it may be a sensation. But what happens when that is fully allowed?
I, I just uh like the word protection just comes out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Tell me more. Protection. She feels protected. She wants protection.
And I I wanted to
You wanted
yeah, I
protection.
wanted protection. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
okay to let that come up. Yeah. So breathing into the sensation in your gut, just letting yourself feel that. And let's imagine that you were to walk into this room, Chantel, and you see your 6-year-old who's wanting to feel protected, wanting to feel chosen, connected with, important. You walk into this room, what do you say or do with her?
Like to love me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You there's a movement towards her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to swoop her up in your arms? Does she want to sit next to you? Does she just tuning in? What does she need to hear from you as your adult self, your loving, wise woman?
Yeah, just that like I love you and to hear her say that she loves me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she really
Yeah.
connects with you.
Yeah.
Can you let her know that it's okay? She feels all of the ways that she feels and that you're here with her now.
Yeah.
See if she can really let that in, that she doesn't need to do this alone anymore. And there's a little bit of a smile. What happens inside when you do that?
Yeah, just feel like good, safe.
Safe. Yeah, she feels safe.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so just be with her. See if she needs anything else. She may not, but we're going to be with her. I want you to, if this is true for you, let her know that you're going to be with her in a way that her mom didn't know how. That you've got her now and she's not in this alone.
Yeah.
See if she can take that in, and it's okay if she can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's present for you right now?
I just see this little girl and like I'm talking to her.
Mhm.
And just letting her know it's okay and I'm here.
Mhm. And she likes that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just let you be with her, just breathing into your body, like really just staying connected, because what she didn't want was to feel abandoned. And so I'm going to offer you a few rounds of compassionate self-forgiveness. If this feels right for you, you can repeat after me, okay? Or you can edit so that it does feel right if you're open.
Yeah.
I forgive myself
I forgive myself
for buying into the misunderstanding
for buying into the misunderstanding
that if I prioritize work, I'll be abandoned or I'll abandon myself.
that if I prioritize work, I'll abandon myself.
And what's true? The truth is, can you choose to be with yourself when you're scared as you grow your business?
Yes.
Yeah. And are you willing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgive myself
And I forgive myself
for judging my mom
for judging my mom
for abandoning me.
for abandoning me.
And the truth is, what's true about that? Was she, what's your truth about that?
That she was just trying her best.
Right? Yeah.
Mm. She was just doing what she knew. Yeah, like yeah.
hmm And I forgive myself for judging myself for abandoning myself.
And I forgive myself for abandoning myself.
Have you abandoned yourself for work?
Yeah.
Has that been a pattern?
In the past, yeah, I feel like it's not as bad now, but I think it's because I, you know,
Done the work.
yeah.
Yeah. And you're still doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Good for you. And I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that I wasn't important to my mom.
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I forgive myself
I forgive myself
for buying into the misunderstanding
for buying into the misunderstanding
that I wasn't important to my mom.
that I wasn't important to my mom.
Much true.
That she loves me. I know that.
And are you
Yeah,
important to her?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And let your little one feel that, not just the mind, but her.
Yeah.
Let her find the evidence. Let her see and feel her mom's support and how important she is. Yeah, good breath. And so, my invitation, we could go deeper with this. But my invitation, I know we have more of a modified process right now. My invitation is that what I really hear is that she wants to feel protected. She wants to feel safe and connected as you step into creating 6 figures in your business. So let's identify what is a way, and I'll give you an example, see if this feels true. I want an inner and an outer goal. Are you willing to create safety and connection with her as you move outside your comfort zone to step into that goal?
Yes.
And what could that look like? Knowing yourself, what would be the best way that that could look? Is that like a nightly check-in with her? Is that in the mornings?
Yeah. I think just like being present with her, like first thing in the morning. Mm, yeah.
Yeah. And let's ground
Just,
it a little bit. Yeah, it could be like a minute, 5 minutes minimum. You could always take longer, but just like how are you doing? I'm here.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
willing to?
Just,
Mhm.
yeah. Just reminding her that I'm here and that
She's
we
safe.
got this. Yeah.
Exactly.
She's safe. Yeah.
She's safe with you, even if she feels abandoned. that you're
Yeah.
welcoming her sadness, you're welcoming her abandonment. Because Chantel, what happens is when our parents don't know how to model that, we start to abandon our own sadness.
Yeah.
So has welcoming sadness been a practice for you, or have you abandoned the sadness, try to get rid of and pushed it away?
Yeah, I've definitely been pushing it away.
And if that worked, I would be all for it, but it just postpones it. And ironically, what I just experienced was your courage and your willingness to welcome it. Did it start to dissipate? Did it start to feel more integrated in your nervous system, softer?
Yeah, like it's more welcoming, and I don't want to like push it away. I want to bring up those emotions because I know when I do, then I can move forward.
Yeah. It's like it just moves through your body so you're not holding on to it. And we don't do it without agenda. We do it because love moves towards everything. And so
Yeah.
if she starts feeling sad, my invitation is to welcome her sadness. And tomorrow I'm going to demo another session, which I would encourage you to use with sadness somatically. And I think it'll be really powerful for you. So what I hear, and maybe we'll just commit to Monday through Friday during our boot camp. I'm also going to extend it later till next Wednesday. If you want a 7-day process, you can in the mornings check in with her and just see what's wanting to be welcomed, what's wanting to be presenced.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on the
Yeah.
outer, what is one aligned, courageous next step that you can do to move forward with your goal of hitting 6 figures? And it could be that you show up for day 3, where I'm going to do a lot of strategies. It could be that there's somebody in your awareness that you want to reach out to. It could be anything that feels true for you. But what's one grounded way?
I think just yeah, reaching out to my support system. Like in an accountability person, I have quite a bit of those, but just showing up more consistently.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, community is a great way to support consistency. So when will you do that by?
Like tonight, tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, good. Ride the momentum, ride the energy. And just to ground, what was an insight that you got from this that you want to implement? What was like an aha that you had to support you in grounding it?
I, I just feel like, you know, we put these limitations on us. Like it doesn't have to be so hard. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah.
And I just honor your courage. I know that sounds like feelings haven't been something that have been normally welcomed, and the willingness to just go there with us here is just so beautiful, and I acknowledge you. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for being a leader of doing this work and starting us off in this deep dive 5-day immersion. You're such a beautiful human, and I'm so grateful that we're connected.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
What a gift you are. Thank you. And there's lots of love for you in the chat. I hope you receive it.
Thank you.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
I do.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Okay, you guys. So type your insights as you're getting them, so that you can really. And Chantel, there's a little X in the top right corner. If you want to just X out there, it'll support. So I'm going to go into some coaching. We have some coaching time. Let's break down what I did. What did you see me do so that you can apply it to yourself and start getting some and grounding some of these insights? So that was amazing. So courageous. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go through these things. So we are giving a prize of a one-to-one session with me tomorrow. It is a somatic process, super powerful. All you have to do is comment prize the number 1, prize the number 1, and then we will share with you. Unless you're opted in, you'll get the emails to see how to win the daily prizes in your email. And we're going to announce a winner by 5 p.m. today on stories. And every day when you show up live to qualify for the daily prizes, you actually automatically are in the running to get $1,000 off scholarship to my ICF accredited certification program. We're offering 3 $1,000 off scholarships. All you have to do is play daily, and you could win not only the daily prizes, but the scholarship as well. So I'm going to have time for coaching. So if you want to share your coaching questions here, so insight, I'm not responsible for others' emotions and their behaviors when triggered. We are not responsible either way. And we influence each other, but ultimately, person responsibility. Yeah, she did a beautiful job. Um, And if you can't find a fear, then take courageous steps, and anything that is hidden in the subconscious will life. Here's the thing with the subconscious, life will show you what's left. So anytime, this is why I love coaching, as you take steps towards honoring the calling in your heart, it starts to bring up anything that hasn't been seen and integrated so that you can actually change it. And that's why having these tools to, again, not have to push harder, get out of our own way. Compassion is productive. We do the inner work and it shows up more powerfully on the outer. And so I'm so excited. We're going to go deep, you guys. Tomorrow is we're going to get high and we're going to go deep. So we'll do both. So, but you do have to show up live to win. Let me open up for some coaching as well. So feel free to ask your questions here. Um, so in terms of day 3, it's 90 minutes. When you show up live and stay to the Q&A, you get my 15 ways to create a client checklist. That's for everybody that's there live. And let me share with you, if you want to create change, you need 4 ingredients. This is for your life, or if you're creating containers and packages for others, write these down. These are really important that you have so that you design experiences for yourself or others that actually help them deeply and profoundly change their life. So the first, and this is my framework, this is biased, but the first thing is you need inner work. It's not just about the goal line. You got to do the deeper work. So inner work, and you want to have a trauma-informed integrative methodology, which I'm sharing with you my method throughout these 5 days. So keep playing and you'll have an embodied and experience it. So doing the inner work. The second thing is you want an aligned strategy, something that feels really true and aligned for you. I don't believe in a one size fits all anything. We're all designed differently. And I will walk you through on day 3 also how you can have a business model that's deeply aligned for you so that you share your gifts, you share your magic, doing what you love, making a real impact in the world. The third thing you need is consistency. Just like Chantel shared, community helps. We gamify it. I do that the same way I run my certification program is the same way I run this challenge, in the sense where we gamify things. It's about community, support, strategy, inner work. You want to make sure that you have community so that you show up consistently to really do the things that you're called to do. And it makes it just more fun. But consistency, you need to succeed. So first, inner work. Second, aligned strategy. Third, consistency. Fourth is about personal responsibility. Your success, your failures are yours. They're all opportunities to learn and grow. When you take 100% responsibility for that, you feel your power. You know you can double down on that. You're not codependent with a coach. You feel that what you're capable of. And most people take on too many things at once and they dilute their potential, and then they start questioning themselves. And so you want to really take personal responsibility. Some of you need focus and follow through for that, and community will help, but also feeling really clear about having tools to get out of your own way and then show up in that alignment. Okay, so many things. So let's see if I have a fear. This fear of being seen, AKA fear of being rejected. So most people are trying to do personal development work by getting rid of negative emotions, but that doesn't help. That actually has you postpone, just like with Chantel, who beautifully was like, oh yeah, I don't normally feel these things. Sometimes people stay locked in their mind as a way to unconsciously avoid feeling, versus actually dropping into the emotion, presencing. You don't, somatic work I'll share tomorrow, and day 3, you don't need a story to integrate that energy into your nervous system. And it's just looking for a hug. It's not even complicated. It's just looking to be presenced. And that little kid is like off playing again. And so if you have the courage to actually drop in within the window of tolerance, you want to be trauma informed. And if you're a coach, you doing your work is not a luxury. It is part of your professional responsibility. So I love that you are here leading with yourself. It is going to change your life and also help you be a better facilitator for others. So, but this fear of being seen, actually fear it, or feel the fear. And it starts to integrate in your body somatically. Plus, you realize that actually their opinions don't hurt you. It's your opinions about their opinions that hurt you. It's kind of like if you have a wound, I shared about this yesterday. If you have a wound and you put salt on that wound, that's when it hurts. The salt didn't hurt it. It was just that salt was rubbing the wound that was already there. And so it's not their opinions that hurt you, it's your opinions, but you can forgive yourself for any misunderstandings, misidentifications, and feel your center, feel your power, and be unstoppable in your results. So every day I'm going to give you tools so that you actually, again, keep applying this in your life. Before we go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Instagram, we're going to make sure that you implement your one action so that you really do ground this in your life and share this with your friends. So share, one of the ways to win day one is to share this live with your friends so you guys do it in community, support each other and getting to your next level. We're going to have fun. We're going to go deep. What a gift you guys are. Again, tomorrow 10 a.m. Pacific, and you have to show up live daily to win the daily prizes, which automatically qualifies you to win the $1,000 off scholarship. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Enjoy.